Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Aubrey. This is Wildly Ambitious, day 25. Coming out here, it's kind of cold and windy today. It's like November 20th or something like that. A little chilly, but it's all good. We're out here outside, having a little bit of fun in the morning with my camera, just talking about whatever comes to mind. And the past couple days, I've actually had a little bit more content to share with you than just the standard, hey, I'm Tyler, this is my channel, I got reviews and I do music, and I'll talk about that a little bit, like in the beginning. And then I just started talking about some of the things I'm going through. It got a little more personal for a few days, and then it started to open up from there. And like now it's 25 out of 30 days, so I've been doing this for a couple weeks and it's starting to become a habit. It's starting to build up that routine like I was trying to do from the beginning. And I say that routine, because after this I'm just gonna go and do some research. I gotta practice, and I still have to like clean and do all these other things. But this is where I start. I might try and make them a little shorter just for digestibility's sake. If 30 was like the high end of the length of videos I've done. I think the one that got muted might have been like 30 or 40 even. Usually they're more like 20, sometimes 10. Like the shorter ones will usually be 5. I think the shortest one I've had was like 2.5, 3 minutes long. Just because I really wasn't feeling it that day. It was like day 4 maybe. Yeah, here we are. And in the past few days I've been talking more about just things I've been learning about in the music industry and physics and like psychology and all that. Just what's going on with myself and my family and the world around me. The past like 2 days or so I've actually been like knee deep in this section of articles that's got way too many tabs up on my computer, because it's about like music, being a musician, music industry, all that kind of stuff. But of course it started how these things always do. On Facebook there was like one article that I clicked on, and then I read that one. I was like, oh, that was kind of cool. I'll read these like 2 or 3 off of that one. And then there were like 5 from there, and then all those turned into like 5 more. And then I read through a few of them and closed them out, and then there were like 20 more. Eventually what I did was I made a new tab, and I put it between the ones that I just hadn't read yet and the ones that I had read but had a bunch of articles that were gonna come off of that there were way too many tabs. And yesterday I just got to the other side of the new tab. Like, I read everything at least once, but now there's all the ones with like 5 other articles on it. So hopefully I'm gonna try not to be too click happy with this round, because I don't know, I gotta get my head onto something else. But I have been studying pretty hard. Even besides that, like, there's a few other things. Even though that's got my main focus, I figured it wouldn't hurt much to spend a few days just learning about that. Because I've been talking about that as something that I seriously want to do or pursue. And as far as careers go, it's not the most lucrative or financially rewarding in that sense, unless you're like really, really good. But I'm not. I'm okay. I try to be creative and productive, but I'm not like great. I haven't been practicing like I should the past few months. I was for a while, for a few years actually, so it's not like I'm super bad or rusty, but I haven't been practicing. I got depressed and let cycles consume me like a lot of people do. And I figured I'd start from the bottom, start building healthier routines, habits, work into it. I decided that was something I wanted to do if it was really that important to me, because as a musician, if I don't play for a few days I can really feel it, but I'll pick it up sometimes, but it's not every day like I should be. And I do other stuff, like I play harmonica and I sing and freestyle. Guitar is my main instrument though, and it's the one I think I've spent, or at least tried to spend the most time with. that I care about the most. Like the first thing I'd say is I'm a guitarist, and then a singer, then a bassist, then harmonica, and then everything else. Like if you give me like an hour with something that's not too complicated, I'll figure out how to play it. I just think it's fun. I find joy in the act of I don't know. I want to say the act of playing. That's kind of boring. I'm not playing. I'm trying to think of just a better way to describe the whole process. Either way, that's what I do for fun. I'd like to be able to make money off of it someday. Same with other kinds of art that I do. There's a few other things I do artistically. Like I used to paint a lot. I draw sometimes. Check out these pants. I've actually been touching them up the past few days. I can't actually see that. Sorry that I'm getting all wacky on you with the angle here. But yeah, I've been touching up on these the past few days. I have a few more like these that I just draw on when I get bored, or if I end up taking drugs or something. I've been working on these a lot more the past few days, but I started working on them about last year, I think this time of year, when I was at my dad's. Yeah, I'd actually like to be able to make these a lot more for people. I don't know, maybe not even for that much money. Like if I got some shirts, I don't know, and then just drew on them. That's fun. I like these are for myself just because I think it's cool. Have pants I draw all over. Maybe that's my shtick. Kind of is. I don't see anybody else doing that since it's not like 7th grade and people don't have Sharpies on deck all the time. But it's actually, personally, I think it's a lot more fun to draw on the fabric material than paper. I don't know why, just something about the way it's stitched, put together. I think that's cool. But either way, I'm gonna end this one here. If I decide I want to talk more, then I might pull out the camera again later, but I think I'll just leave it there, day 25. And I hope everyone has a beautiful day. I will see you lovely people tomorrow.